Okay, so we are back for another one. I just gotta like go over like how the 11th anniversary compared to the 10th anniversary, and it's honestly disappointing how they really just dropped the ball on. Like, so it's already early into the part two of the celebration, and now the cutoff point, I will say, is February 15th for this. Everything after here, I'm not going to count or I'm not going to mention these characters because, of course, the celebration is still active and there is time for them to add and drop and release characters to, of course, make up for this. So the start point, of course, is the start date of the celebration, which is the 28th. We're going to do this in one major way. How we're ordering how good this celebration is compared to this. This right here is a major problem. I think the part two of the celebration is fantastic if they keep on going. Because when I look back at the list of what they've done so far, okay. So you go into the 10th anniversary. Last year, off the bat, both of them top tier characters, usable. Animations were hype, top grossing, perfect. He gimmicky. He was still a relatively, I would say, a popular character, and his animations weren't bad, but we wanted more from him, is what I would say. So he's like a half point. He's a gimmicky character, so we don't really care as much as him. The Vegito EZA, looking back at it, he is a miss. But at the time, we were like looking like, okay, let's see what he can do with like another Vegeta. I mean, he was really bad. I don't know why they made him like a light featherweight, but he, I would say, is situational still to this day. I mean, counter characters comboed with like high damage reduction for like the easy like paper events, you can definitely get away with using him. Buhan usable, Janemba usable, Gogeta usable, right? So off the bat, one, two, three, four, five, perfect. Okay, and now mind you, these sub EZAs, super EZAs, or just regular EZAs of any kind, animations, unless they're characters that were really hype, look going into them like a newer character that's getting their animations. I am mainly focusing on like how usable they were and like how much they actually affected the celebration. We needed like villains to be prominent, and dropping these two guys on their respective teams with their link sets were, it was important for that time in Dokkan. And then you just had Gogeta, standard sane strong links. He orb changed. He was good. Like it's simple. Then they decided, hold up, we can do something. We can throw you guys a bone. They gave us the Namek EZAs. He was usable, and he was usable. Now here's the thing. People would argue that they're bad now because they've aged, and the mechanics that they were given for the EZA did not really supplement their weaknesses, as they needed to get defense fast, and they didn't have any defensive mechanics that could hold them in long events or could help them, be tanky at the start. They kind of was a build up character when build up like fights were kind of Dokkan's things, and now it's Dokkan is like, if you can't take 7.7 million super attacks for breakfast, you're done. I'm sorry, but those two EZAs still at the time were very usable. We're at February 10th of this. Decent chunk of this, a bunch of characters. Of course, a lot of events came with this. I don't even. Do I want to do? I want to do? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna disrespect them because we go to the 11th anniversary real fast. You start off the two Derpy Damas. They are good. They are top 10 of this year characters. They're top 10. They're not bad. Animations kind of make it a little hard. This is the um 2023, I want to say, like worldwide, it's the Vegito situation. The Blues, they were a good character when they came out. However, the best part of their animation was Vegito, Blue Vegito, and his active skill and all that, because they were Dokkan originals. Problem being, that version of the character was dog water. He couldn't do nothing. That Vegito was not winning you the fight at all. The reason why the Blues were important was because their base form was actually the more relevant in any difficult content for the time being. They had one of the more dominant showings in the game. Now, does anybody want to know the problem with the Blues base form being dominant? Their animations were trash, and we hated using them no matter how good they were. These two little clowns over here, Daima Goku and Daima Vegeta, as cool as their kit is, their animations are going to drag this character's reputation down. And honestly, I think it's really I think Dokkan should really do something about updating their animations, because it's unfair to have this be a premium unit amongst anything else next to it. There's no way I would take the EZA Goku that comes out in the celebration before the anniversary. I'd take his animations over both of them in a heartbeat. And it's why this guy's animations are from some time period in like 1998 to 2006. Daima came out last year. It was dropped last year, so I don't know how their animation team got that screwed up on that, but okay. And then we're not going to mention the free to play because it's a free to play character, but we have the banner units. Usable, yes, but do we have a team for Daima that is primarily villains? Yes and no, because Goma doesn't really work as like a good part. Because here's the thing, they also do have like these links, like loyalty and stuff like that. I don't know if Goma, yeah, he doesn't link well with them. That's the one problem. Like he has all these weird links, like the Innocence and Infighter and stuff like that. Like Goma is not gonna link well with them, and they have to be really crazy and stuff like that. So I don't see this banner unit really being something that people are gonna look back on. And then we have a Super EZA. Now, mind you guys, the 10th anniversary, I was listing off EZAs that were like usable and stuff like that. He just came out 11 days ago. Dead on arrival. This Trunks can't be used. He's trash. We're not having any conversations about it. It's simple. A character's kit from forever ago needs to be at the level of the top 20 LRs right now. You have to have high levels of damage reduction with guard, dodge, none of that crit, super effective against all types, quad super in is working. We don't need that. So this Trunks was a wash. This in Gohan, he's usable. You have spots for him. And then this Goku, I'm also giving this Goku an A+. He's a good EZA. I think he's really like for a carnival unit that nobody really cares about. Turtle School gets a 200% lead. This Goku is actually pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie. He has a lot of things to his kit. You got the heals, the damage reduction, the survivability with the KO, and then the chance with the dodge. Like, of course, the counter and like he just does everything you want a newer character to do. Almost like what this lame ass was supposed to do. What's funny? I'm gonna go back to them. I think that I'd take this Goku's animations over these guys. And anyway, like, what are we standing for that we're gonna respect these units? Because I see people caping on the timeline on Twitter all the time talking about, oh, but at least we got a Daima character. Like, good lord, look at this. Okay, then we got Majin, and then the 3 free to play units. These, I'm going to just give them a check because at least we get extra EX units. That's always fun to have when they bring a new mechanic and then they give players like a free unit that has that new mechanic so they can also, see it and stuff like that. Mashinku, he's interesting. He could be, a good unit later down the line when we actually get a villain Daima leader of some sort. Like, what are they doing? Like all of this, like he's interesting because he has like the dodge, he has like the damage reduction, he can get more dodge. He's supporting Daima, but like, I mean, I guess they won't really. I guess if you get them on a team, but if you're really looking to run them together, I don't know if slot three no links is gonna be the option for them because you're not linking with the leader, you're not on the team. I'm sorry, it's just not the way we're running this Dokkan. Then their easy A's that they give us. Vegeta and Pan, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little interested. Why this Vegeta? Because I feel like this Vegeta could have been saved for another celebration for future saga, but hey, never mind. I think he's a little bit you know, overhated. I think this Vegeta Super Easy is pretty decent. Damage reduction. He's supposed to be like a slot three, so he has his niche built in. I don't have a problem with that at all, especially if he's just like a Super Easy A. Pan now. They gave us this. They gave us Pan, and I'm like, hmm. You also don't got no real Super Saiyan 4s that's like top. Like I know the Goku from the tag counts, but also you need a regular Goku for this, right? Because I know her kit is you need a regular Goku for the like unit super, and then you need a GT or a Super Saiyan 4 Goku for the actual like active skill, like which is really ridiculous. I don't know why they made that active skill so gimmicky. And then we got the two new units that which are fire, 10 out of 10, bomb as hell, and then Legic. Then we got Legic. Yeah, that's anniversary Legic. We comparing that to this. I haven't even gotten to the fact that they gave us in the 10th anniversary Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the most electrifying transformation scene in Dragon Ball history, and they did it right with OST, the animations. People can hate all they want. This guy, when he came out, was good, and it was a fired release. Right next to him, Fusion Reborn. Now, I don't know anybody that was alive that doesn't like the Fusion Reborn movie. And every time they've done it on Dokkan, it just shows because they print money. Everybody wants the Fusion Reborn characters. And the Vegeta counterpart goes with this. It's too, oh, come on. Dokkan was in their bag last like celebration. Now they're just like something's happening because then Frieza was a miss, but then we had Beerus. There's a longer list of characters that they've since dropped for like the part 2 and then part 3 of the celebration, but I'm looking at this list of what Dokkan has dropped for the anniversary. Part 1 and part 2. This is part 1 and 2. Everything is highlighted is part 1 and 2 so far. I don't. Oof. Compared to like this, all of these, and more of them, more of the characters are usable to this. I mean, you can still get away with using 1, 2, 3. Him, you can still get away with using him and the Janemba. I told you I'm not going to talk about this list because, that's going to be a little bit of heat in the comment section. But yeah, Dokkan needs to get it together.